So the bubble nest got something new. Hi guys, it's Shishi and welcome to the bubble nest. As I'm sure you've seen in the title, we got something new. And as my predictions are, it's gonna be awesome. Now, I've waited patiently all day. Literally every 5 minutes I have been at the door trying to check and see whether these have arrived. I know that they've been fantastically packaged, and from the handler's end, the wonderful AC Aquatics does an amazing job with his packaging and his shipping. So everything on his end I already know is going to be absolutely perfect. So now I'm going to open the box and see if everyone is okay. So let's get to it. Not really sure how well I'm going to be able to do this one-handed, but we're going to try. Actually, for a second there, I forgot that I'm actually holding onto the blade of the scissors. Oops. I'm too excited, I don't care if I cut myself. The wonderful Adam from AC Aquatics. Guys, I highly recommend you guys order from him. He is absolutely fantastic, awesome guy. And his fish and his plants and his shrimp are just phenomenal. Absolutely top quality. As you can see, insulated, very well insulated box. Actually, I can still feel the warmth coming out of here, so that's really good. Heat pack is still really nice and warm. And as you can see, Adam uses the loose insulation, which in my opinion is so much better now. It just helps add so much more stability to the bags and stops them from moving around inside the container. We all know that the shipping process can be quite rough on our little friends here, so let's hope that they made it okay. This is bag one. Oh! And let's see if you can see the new babies. Look at them! I'm not telling you what they are yet. But as you can see, they are a type of pleco. And they're so tiny. Oh my god, they're beautiful. I'm so excited about these guys. Oops. Look how adorable they are. Now, if I was getting fish from an unknown breeder and someone that I didn't know is very meticulous with their fish room, I would never ever suggest floating your bags in. Oh, 1 second. Let me see here. I would never ever suggest. There they are. Floating bags and introducing new fish into a tank that already has fish. However, the shrimp that are in this tank came from Adam also, and oops, and I also know that his fish room quality is absolutely immaculate. Yes, I know I'm taking a little bit of a risk, but this tank only has a couple of guppies and the shrimp in it. And this is the tank that will be the most beneficial for these babies. As you can see, these little plecos, they really are very, very small. They're barely an inch long. And I'm so impressed with the fact that they handled their shipping perfectly. You can see they're already ready to go. And that is 4 of these beautiful, beautiful plecos. I'm wondering if anyone actually has any idea what they are yet. I kind of wish I could get a better picture of them. So adorable. As you can see, you can probably just make out that one has a couple little bristles. So these are what are called starlight plecos, and they are just, I mean, they're extremely pale right now. They're probably terrified because they're just such little tiny babies, but they will color up in no time. And like I said, this particular tank has only some shrimp in there. There's some pest snails, as you can see. There's a nice covering for them to get into. Plenty big snail falling off the wood. Plenty of wood for them to be rasping on. And there's only the 3. I've got 3 female guppies in here. Who, one is hiding up the top there. She's my big girl. And then these 2 little juveniles over here, that's it. So the load in this tank is a lot smaller than any of my other tanks, and I have a beta with suspected velvet right now, so these guys are not going in my quarantine tank because I certainly don't want these little guys getting anything like that, and that tank is medicated with chemicals that plecos don't particularly like. So right now I'm doing the cardinal rule that I shouldn't, which is I'm going to very shortly release these guys into this tank with these couple of guppies and their little shrimp friends, and they will be very happy. This is only going to be a temporary tank for them. It's only a 20 long. God, they're so beautiful. Aren't they beautiful? Look at them. I can't even believe how feisty they are. I have literally been like a child before Christmas today. I have been bouncing back and forth from the door, kept checking the app to see where they're at, and since about 8 o'clock this morning it said that they've been out for delivery, and it's now like 8 o'clock at night nearly, and I was starting to get worried that they weren't actually going to arrive tonight and that they were going to get stuck out in the cold, because the temperatures dropped here last night quite a bit, which is quite sad because I was enjoying the 50 degree little heat wave we had, which is definitely a lot better than that polar vortex that we just got over with. But these guys are going to settle in just fine, and most likely will move into my 75 when I have my 75 set up, which probably not until these guys are a good closer to 3 inches, I would think, depending how fast they grow. But aren't they just darling? Look at them. I'm so happy. I am so happy. He wouldn't come out of the bag, so I tried to scoop him out with my hand and lower him into his tank, and he won't get off. So, yeah, clearly they love me. Wow. I cannot get over how, just look how beautiful that fish is. So pretty. Absolutely darling. Don't be scared, little guy. But just to show you how tiny they are. I don't know where the other one went. I was so distracted by this one. The other one swam straight off, but this one apparently really likes my hand and hasn't decided to swim away yet. And I don't care, because it's like hugging your pet fish. And how often do you actually get to hug your pet fish? I hope it focuses better on him. Let's see. There we go. As you can see, they're already starting to color up, which is just so fantastic. I'm so happy. What a beautiful, beautiful little fish. Hey, there he goes. Alright, so that's 2 down and hiding from me already. Awesome. Can I see him still? You can just make out his dorsal fin right there. Now it's time to unbag the other 2. So when I'm unbagging these guys, one of the most important things, in fact 2 of the most important things when you're unbagging your fish is always to make sure, now this bucket is really dirty because I just did my worm cultures with it, because obviously when you're breeding fish you have to have live food for them. So I always have a bucket, the net, and like I said, this is all just like mud on the inside of here, but obviously the fish isn't actually going in the bucket, so don't freak out about that. But I always, the second you cut that bag and allow the oxygen from outside into that bag, the water basically becomes, in very, very simple terms, it becomes toxic. You have to get those fish out of that water as soon as possible, and you certainly do not want any of that water in your fish tank. So hence the reason I cut the bag over the bucket, and as quickly as I can without hurting the fish, I pulled the water through the net, and the fish are supposed to go in the net, but with plecos they like to stick to the bag and then your hands, and they like to hang out, and that's cool. So I'm gonna try this again, and then I'll get some footage of them hopefully hiding from me in their new tank. And actually they're being spied on by a shrimp. Do you see the shrimp there? It's like watching them. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, this one went a little more successfully. Actually managed to get both of them into the net, which is absolutely fantastic because now nobody is going to get stuck to my hands. So now we're just going to very gently lower them in. 1, 2, and there they go. And the glare down here tonight is absolutely terrible. I do apologize. And of course they're going to be wedged right here. Look how beautiful they are. I cannot get over how amazingly beautiful these fish are. And hopefully one day they'll breed for me also. I did take the time to speak to Adam and just double check some more of their requirements, because this is a species that I have never kept before. And the second he showed me them, I was in love with them. Like, I had to have them. As soon as I possibly could, I had to have them. Even if it meant going out and buying them a whole new tank and everything, I didn't care, I wanted them. They are just... Look how beautiful they are. And as you can see, they're already so much darker now. And they will get darker than that. They will, the darker color that's on their heads, their entire bodies will eventually go that color with the white spots all over them and the white lacing on their fins. Now as they do get to adult size, this juvenile marking actually ends up going away. But these guys are just absolutely gorgeous, aren't they? So some of the things that I did, they're being checked out by a shrimp right now. That'll give you an indication of how tiny they are. That is one of my near adult blue shrimp, and he is about the same size as them. So that gives you an even better indication. My guppies, my female guppy, she is like 3 times the size of them. And she's gonna go and check them out, I'm sure. Nope, she just decided not to. But I took the liberty of adding in some leaf litter for them there. Now the good thing with this is that the shrimp really like Indian almond leaves. Obviously betta love Indian almond leaves. The tannings are so beneficial for so many different fish species. And that includes these guys. Look how nicely he's already coloring up. Wow, that was quick. Oh, we're having a little tiff already. Now, you stop that. So, after speaking with Adam, this one too, he's already, this is the one that was hanging out on my hand. He is already colored up, nice and dark. Wow, look how beautiful that fish is. Photobombed by a shrimp. I can't keep my sentences tonight. It's been a long day, and I'm just absolutely, I am so incredibly happy with these guys. I just hope that they do really, really well, stay really, really healthy, and I'll do everything I can to ensure that they do stay healthy. And I will update you soon and let you know how they're all doing. These guys, I can't wait for them to get bigger, and I can't wait for the opportunity to possibly even breed them myself and have them available for more people. And as always, I am going to send a big shout out to Adam and say thank you so much. These fish are wonderful. Plecos are very, very, very messy eaters. And what I mean is they consume a lot, so they produce a lot of waste. And I'm not too sure, but my shrimp is carrying a piece of sand around. Why my shrimp would be carrying sand, I have no idea.